Ciao Valentino, thank you so much for joining us. How did it feel to be back on the top step again? It had been a while, hadn't it, having been at Ducati for those 2 years?
Was very special because was a long time from the last victories. Victory, because the last victory was in I think Malaysia 2010, and after, at the end of the season, I moved to Ducati for the 2 years, 2011 and 2012. Was a very difficult season and no victory. So come back at the victory in 2013 after more than 2 years, I think 2 years and a half, was a great feeling. Come back on the Yamaha, come back on the P1 in Assen. It was one of my most important victory of my career.
So was it a huge relief at the start of 2013 to return to Yamaha?
Yeah, unfortunately, like you know, with Ducati for me it was very difficult, especially at the beginning of 2012. We had a lot of expectation because 2011 was quite bad, but in 2012 we had a new bike, so we hope to be more competitive. But unfortunately, also 2012 was very difficult. Since in that moment, I think a lot of time to stop, especially because at the beginning Yamaha say that don't have a bike for me. So that moment was very tough for my career, because I think that if I don't have the chance to go back to Yamaha, I also can finish my career.
And lockdown has been eased in Italy over the last couple of weeks. I imagine you've been having a good time. What was the first thing that you did?
Here in Italy, the situation is better from 2 weeks. And for us, like you can imagine, is the best thing is a return on the bike. So it's already from 2 weeks that we train, and we did a lot of kilometers at the range. Come back at the range after the lockdown was an incredible feeling. And we do also some motocross training here in our region around Tavuglia. And from two or 3 days ago, we come back also on the tarmac because we train in Misano. So now the life for us is not completely normal, but anyway, is a lot better. We can train and also we can ride the bike. So we are back. We are happy, and we try to be ready when and if the championship restart.
I imagine that was the longest time that you've ever gone without actually riding a bike. Is that right?
For me, yes. Without any doubt, because it's true that we have the stop from the end of the championship to the next year. That you don't ride the MotoGP bike for around 2 months. But I always ride a motorcycle every week, minimum 1 time a week. Also in winter, especially in winter. Also, we don't have races. So this time was very strange because we don't touch a bike. I don't touch a bike for more than 2 months, and it was a great feeling when we can restart.
I saw the photos of you riding at Misano that you posted, and there's one where you looked particularly invigorated and really passionate to be back on the bike again. Is that how it felt?
Yeah, because we started from the gravel because it was more easy to organize motocross, and especially at the range. So we always have fun. But like you said, on the tarmac, when you return in the real track, like in Misano, the feeling is completely different, and is exactly what we love to do. So it was great, and like always, in the head of a racing rider. You think that after 2 months, maybe you are not more able to be fast, or you lose something. But it's not like this, fortunately, because it's something that you have inside, that you feel from inside. So restart after 2 months was a great emotion, but it was like I don't touch the bike from just 5 days. So it was a good feeling.
You've got a big decision to make, and normally we would be about a third of the way through the season now, heading to Mugello this weekend, where we would be expecting an announcement from you probably. So what are you basing your decision on now, having not been able to actually race?
Yes, like this is more difficult because I had in my mind the idea to decide for 2021 after 6 or 7 races, and we think around Mugello, because we change something in the team, and I want to understand if I can be more competitive compared to last year, because last year, especially the second half of the season, was difficult. But I have to decide like this. In italiano si dice a scatola chiusa. It's mean with the come si può dire, the box closed. So is like a surprise. But I think at my decision for 2021, a lot of time during these months, during these weeks, and I will decide as soon as possible.
And have you got a personal deadline for the decision, and have you been speaking to Razlan?
I want to try to have more time, as much time as possible, because if we start to race in July, can be important to make some races before the side. But allora, sincerely, I don't speak direct with Razlan, because I always speak with the Yamaha and with Lynn Jarvis. But they say to me that I have to decide as soon as possible. I don't have a clear deadline, but I think I don't have a lot of time, so I have to decide before we start. And I'm very happy about my chance in the team Petronas, because yes, for sure, is not the factory team. But it's a great team, very high level technically and personally. Have a lot of young guys that work there, and they did a fantastic job last year with the Quartararo and Morbidelli. So I think that the technical option is very good. Now I have to decide. I have to think of myself. I have to try to understand if I have enough energy and enough speed inside of me for continue.
During the time in lockdown, have you been able to look at your life any differently and see how your life could be without racing?
I have to be sincere. I had a great lockdown. I had a good time because I stay in my house and relax with my mom, with my girlfriend, with my animals. And sincerely, I have a good time, because for me it was very strange, because it was from 95 that my life is around the world in the circuit, and is a strange feeling at the beginning, but I like a lot stay in my house, and especially live without a constant pressure of the result of the races. This is the good feeling, so I can figure a little bit my future life when I will stop with bike. So I think I can enjoy also when I stop. So this is good, and I can take my decision more easy.
So will you be factoring that into your decision?
Yeah. Now is the end of May, and I think that in the next weeks I can take my decision, and for sure after everybody know very soon.
You've said openly that you don't want to go to Petronas just to say ciao, just for it to be a final goodbye year. I don't think anybody would expect you to do that. But does it mean that you have to know that you can win races in order to carry on?
I'm fully agree from what Razlan say about the 2021 in Petronas, and I don't want to make a year for say ciao, or in English si dice farewell tour. Yeah. I read in the newspaper this word, the farewell tour. No, for sure no. I will go to Petronas just if I think that I can be competitive, I can try to win races, I can try to fight for the podium. Because sincerely speaking, for me, finish in this COVID scenario, in this situation, have also positive things because for me, when I will stop, will be a very, very sad day for me personally. So I don't see nothing good. I don't expect nothing positive when I will stop. I just expect a big sad and a bad feeling. So if I can do like this without fun and without people around, for me maybe it's also more easy. So for sure, if I continue, is because I want to try to be competitive and I want to try to do some good races.
Valentino, is the thought of retiring scary to you?
Ma allora, scare for me is not the right word. I'm not scared of stop, but I think that that day, especially that day or that week, that I know that will be my last Grand Prix, will be sad and difficult to approach or difficult to accept for me. Because I love race and is my life from more than 20 years. But I'm not scared. Is like I said, I discovered in that period that, but maybe I already know before, but I have the sure that I can enjoy anyway.
I have to tell you that recently I lost a little bit of respect for you because I heard that you put mayonnaise on your pizza.
Yes, it's a very strange thing that happened here in our place, because in Pesaro, the famous pizza in Pesaro is pizza Rossini, that is with eggs and mayonnaise. So usually in our places we put mayonnaise on a pizza. Also, if you take a pizza with the sausages or with the mushrooms, we always put mayonnaise. And everybody around the world look at us, look at me, or look at all these people like crazy people. But also already, if you go to Milan or if you go to Firenze, they say to you, why you put mayonnaise on pizza? But because you never try. For me, if you try, you like.
Well, you should know. I mean, you do own your own pizza restaurant. I guess that's about to open soon as well, hopefully.
Yeah. He's already open. He's already reopened, and we restart with our pizza. And in this part of the Italy, the mayonnaise on the pizza is like a cultural way.
Vale, thanks for being so open. Thank you for your time, and we hope that we can see you very soon on a racetrack racing again. And good luck with your decision. I hope whatever you decide makes you very happy. Thanks.
Thanks a lot, Susie. It's always a pleasure, and I hope to see you very soon. And ciao to everybody, and see you as soon as possible. Ciao a tutti. Thank you.